Hey there, folks. I'm Frank's 19 Dots here. It's Saturday, October 4th, 2014. Hope you're having a good weekend. Okay, I got to give you a heads up on this stuff because, well, enough with the fear porn. I think we're done. The expedition for life is busted, but we still have a small group of people here, well, with their heads in the sand and propagating fear, not doing proper research on stuff. So I'll present some of the information I've come across that I've presented in the past, along with some new information I guess I should have mentioned about 8, 9 days ago when it first came out, but I've been so tackled up with this scam of the Pacific Ocean that I didn't make a video on that specific story. So I'll present it here. And also, here's an Ebola challenge because I'm so sick and tired of these people that can't do proper research in its Ebola scare. And you know, not a single one of them has taken up my challenge to basically debunk me that Ebola can be cured. They've known about it since the 1980s at least. So I'm going to launch a challenge, go leave this video to them, and hopefully they'll jump on board with this challenge. But first, let's tackle a story here I talked about a little while back because this all ties into the death of the Pacific Ocean. So this story here I put up on June 19th, 2014, as you can see down below. And it was about how the Chinese government here had gone in on a 27-day tour of the Pacific Northwest, and they'd traveled over 5,000 nautical miles, had dropped 53 permanent observation stations to read the radiation in the water, and they said how five of these Geigers were located at a depth deeper than 1,000 meters. But it also went on to say that they had detected in a few of their stations Fukushima radiation, which is bad, but also good in the sense that someone's out there testing it, right? Because this is important. If you're going to be making claims that your ocean or whatever, your tidal pool is being killed by radiation, you need to test it. You have to prove it. You can't just say, hey, it's dead. I've never been to this tidal pool before, but I can tell you right now, there's not 5,500 species in this one tidal pool. Therefore, they're all missing, they're dead, and it is Fukushima. Enough with the bullshit. So I'll leave a link here to this original story, those of you that want to follow it, but I'm going to touch on this story here, which is the one I should have reported a little while back, but as I said, I've been so tied up in this scam and busting it, which, by the way, I'm expecting Jeff Palco video here soon, and yeah, heads are going to roll. Okay, so this story here, September 25th, it was how the Russian scientists were traveling to the Kuril Islands to study the effects of the Fukushima meltdown. Now, look at the picture here while I read the story, and I'll leave a link down below if you want to follow this story, if you want to read it yourself. But it basically talks about how the Russian Geographic Society were out to travel the Kuril Islands for 30 days, and they're there to check for the radiation, the Fukushima radiation, on the Kuril Island itself, which is right outside of China's 200-mile economic zone. So it goes on to say here how the scientists, and this is not the first trip, by the way. This will be the third expedition out to this Kuril Island area since 2011. They say that their vessel is equipped with dosimeters and gamma spectrometers, and that's extremely important. This is why I've been trying to raise money well before the Expedition for Life came about. I realize many of you are new to this, you don't know this, but I was actually trying to give a heads up on this, saying, hey folks, we actually need to test our kelp, the seafood, the clams, the bivalves. Okay, not take pictures. We can take lots of pictures. We need instruments, and it's the reason why I was trying to raise funds, and I still am trying to raise funds, and thank you very much, those of you who've given in and realized that this is important here. Forget the Fukushima Expedition for Life taking pictures. We actually need a real instrument that can read this on an ongoing ongoing basis. And because I happen to live right near the ocean, as I mentioned, I'm 5 minutes away from the ocean, and well, I'm here year-round, so why not test it? And yeah, lots of fishies around here. So yes, the Russians know what to do, and it's a dosimeter. Well, actually, a dosimeter is not really good for that job because you need a gamma spectrometer. They need to be able to locate and name the specific isotope, and you can only do that with a gamma spectrometer. This is the machine. The money I'm trying to raise is to buy one of these machines. So progressing on here with the fear factor, folks, you know, I just mentioned 2 videos ago to go over to Miss Milky the Clown and give her a thumbs down on a recent video. Folks, thank you so much. Honestly, it's not until it's right in their face and they can see it for themselves that we're not going to put up with any of these scammers, nor will we put up with the people that promote the scam. And as I'd mentioned in the past, these government shill network scammers all promote each other on the side of the thumbnail, on their side of their channels. Very important. And if you feel you don't belong there, then why don't you tell Miss Milky the Clown to get your name out of there? Because you guys are all guilty by association. If you can't face the facts that this guy has scammed you, and by the way, you may have noticed if you're following him, he hasn't uploaded a video in how many days? 7, 8, 9 days? He even took down his recent interview with the director from the Bamfield Research Center where he took the video and he twisted, edited it. Yeah, it's gone. Well, hang tight because I'm going to be calling the Bamfield director and you folks will get to hear how, all the information that beautiful girl by Dana didn't want to tell you. And you'll also get to hear how the dying, the wasting starfish, which Energy News and many of them are promoting the lies, has actually been isolated. 2 different universities have isolated the disease. It's not Fukushima. These people don't want to spread truth. And in our latest video, this Miss Milky the Scammer, yes, look at this. Half nude young girl on her videos. It's absolutely disgusting. She's willing to lower herself just like him. You know, you remember he said the same thing? You guys don't know how low I'm willing to go to get funds. Well, yep, Miss Milky Clowns, same crap. And I'm so thank you for those of you that have taken out here to come out and see your videos. See how it's all fear-mongering? Yeah, all fear. It's dead. It's dead. Oh, enough with this stuff. Oh, we're so sick of this. Man, I'm so sick of this stuff. Can't do any proper reporting. She's pulling out old stories, jamming them together and trying to make them look like you guys should all be concerned. And I got to give this gentleman a, I got to applaud you, guy. You've gone out of your way here. You know, you're not looking for donations for anything. He's just a concerned citizen, and he can see the bullshit and all of it. And he even tells her, hey, it's funny how the website you link up, because she leaves a link there, it's to do not panic, you will all die. Of course it's fear porn. We can see it. And again, he goes on to mention how this all happened years ago, yet she's still promoting the same fear porn. So folks, I'll leave you a link again here if you want to go give her a nice big fat thumbs down. This is disgusting. We're not going to put up with this. So Miss Milky the Clown doesn't realize it, but her time's done on YouTube. And the next clown, oh boy. Okay, so I mentioned this a couple of days ago, how I would continue on with the busting of these, the government shill network. So I tackled one little group here, and no rebuttals from them because they know they're nailed. And I also dealt with the silver shill network. And I said I wouldn't promote my YouTube channel, the Gold and Silver Man here, but I am doing it because on this one video, because this is important. And those of you that are interested in the conspiracy, what's taking place on YouTube, the characters that are involved, you're going to want to listen to me because I've been out here for a long time. I know these people very, very well. And as I mentioned in that video, this is the beginning of an ongoing series. Don't watch the video and say, hey, connecting dots, you didn't prove that all those people are guilty and all connected to each other. No, hang tight. It's coming. Okay, I only have 15 minutes to make a video. How do you expect me to expose over 260 plus people in one video? Impossible. Okay, next thing. Mr. Kevin D. Blanche, and I'm not sure if you saw his latest rant. His ship is sinking. He's realized it, and he's upset. In fact, both of these videos, he's upset. He knows he's been scammed. He says he has the paperwork. I hope you do, Mr. Kevin D. Blanche, because we have, as I said, the Palco family's in contact with me. They're making a video here, and I'm going to be uploading on my YouTube channel, and they're going to be, giving us an update on Jeff Palco and what's going on. And as I mentioned, no more leaving messages on Palco's YouTube channel telling him to contact you. The family wants you to actually send an email. No more verbal arrangements made with Palco. Okay, you've taken advantage of a dead man who's on heavy morphine prescriptions. How dare you? So yeah, they expect his $18,500 back, as well as the 40% interest that you said would have accrued, that investment would have earned had he invested it with you. That's what you said, 40%. Well, pay up, bucko. Now, what's really sad, he goes on to, basically threaten here that he has an army. That's what he says in this latest video. Absolutely sad. The guy makes a joke of himself, and if you go notice here, well, the scam promoters are all here. And then he goes and throw in Anonymous, his big army. Yeah, he barely has he has a hard time getting 600 views on his videos and or 1,000, and he's got an army apparently. Yeah, honestly, this guy's an absolute joke. So if you go take a look who his army is, this is where I'm like, what? Are you kidding? Come on. First of all, the real Anonymous would never open a YouTube channel. Number two, like I said, always do your homework on this stuff. You go take a look at what Anonymous is all about, or who this person is pretending to be anonymous, because it's easy to figure out when you see the RTNews. I'm like, yeah, right. This anonymous character can't even figure out that RTNews is part of this corrupt group, and they're promoting their videos. Anyways, I ain't afraid of this anonymous person, and these subscribers, they can be bought, and yeah, there's no doubt about it. This is not anonymous. Real hackers do not go open up a website and says, we can do what we want because we can. Absolute joke. I'm not afraid of any army that you're talking about, Mr. Kevin D. Blanche. You're nothing but full of hot water and hot air and you know what else. Anyways, folks, I've had enough of this, and many of you have jumped on board, and I notice how Truther Tube 451, Kevin Baker, we're hitting him with the thumbs down. Many of you are leaving great comments here, and again, it's the Ebola factor, and that's what this video is all about. These fearmongers on YouTube that make these videos all about Ebola, all the latest breaking news, watch out, Ebola, joke. Absolute joke. So I've been mentioning here how all these people are all intertwined and they all promote each other at one point or another. They're in it for the money. They're in for the disinformation. They're in to keep you away from silver. Very, very, very obvious. So the only place you'll hear this following statements that we've known the cure for Ebola since the 1980s and that silver will be worth more than gold in the near future is on this YouTube channel. None of these people can connect the dots or will even mention the word direct democracy. They're absolute chicken shits. In fact, it's a reason why they're trying to make look like the citizens of Switzerland are nothing but a bunch of corrupt, give me a break. The only country in the world they have direct democracy, and these yahoos don't even want to talk about it, and then they come and troll me and try to say they don't know me. I don't think so. This guy has a long history of trolling me at Realist News, and they will all be exposed one video at a time. But at this point here, this is the big Ebola scare, because according to Press Reset here in this latest one here, watch out, folks. He's what? He sent a message to Ebola because he wants to interview him, and that's exactly what I said. These people all play dummy pool amongst themselves. They'll never come out and interview a real person. Think about it for a second. I've got a long history of predicting the stocks, the rise of silver. I predicted the 2008 stock market crash, the U.S. stock market crash, the largest in the history of the stock market. I predicted 6 months earlier. How come they don't want to talk to me? Because they're all fake, absolutely fake. So my Ebola challenge to all you fake YouTubers, because I know you're absolutely fake, is to produce a video on YouTube, and I'll give 2 of my 2010 Olympic silver maple leaf coins to the best video on YouTube showing how Ebola can be cured, and they've known the cure since the 1980s. So I want proof that they've known about the cure since the 1980s, and I want you to show me different countries because I have that evidence, but I want someone out there from these so-called truth channels. Okay, you guys want to prove yourself? You're truthers? Come on, let's prove it. That includes you too, Nimrod. Come on. Montegraph, Smarty Pants, they're not going to go near it, folks. I guarantee you. These people cannot do research, but I'm launching it out anyways because you guys need to see how they're absolute chicken shit and will not do a proper video showing you how we've had the cure for Ebola, different strains, it doesn't matter. They can kill it. They've known about it since the 1980s. And the best video here that I see on YouTube that's presented to me, I'll leave my email address. You can send me an email there. Send me a link to your YouTube video. Don't send me to a private blog spot, which is one of the things that these cowards do, okay? Stay away from their blog spots. Don't want to promote the scammers. If you send me your link to your YouTube video, I'll go take a look at it. And the best video proving that they've known the cure for Ebola since the 1980s, multiple countries, please. I want multiple countries, not just the U.S. and Canada. multiple countries. They've known about the cure for Ebola and how silver plays a role in it. And the winner will get 2 of my 2010 Canadian Olympic maple leaf coins. These coins are the types of coins you need to make the cure for Ebola. That's why I'm giving them away. If you live in Canada, you can't use your Canadian maple leaf coins to make the cure for Ebola, but if you live anywhere else in the world, you can. And if you do live in Canada and you use these coins, don't tell anybody, because by law, if we don't report you, we're held responsible also, or part of the crime. So don't deface any Canadian coins and tell anyone about it. And I'm waiting for the people that are going to send me their applications, and let's see if any of these real truthers are going to debunk me or prove that I'm wrong. Doubt it.